over the past few days, I've been designing this redstone dice machine in Minecraft. It can generate a random number between 1 and 6 and display it on the screen like the dots on an actual dice. Additionally, I've tried to make it as compact and survival friendly as possible. So, here's how you make it. Here are the materials that you will need. For the shulker boxes, you will need to fill them with unstackable items, so items that can't be stacked, like wooden shovels or netherite hoes. For the first shulker box, you'll need to put 1 item inside of it. For the second one, you need 3. For the third one, you need 5. For the fourth one, you need 7. The fifth one, 9. And the last one, 11 unstackable items. By the way, you will need a 7x6 block plot to build this machine. First, go to the front right corner of your plot and place a temporary block, a wool block on top of it, and a button on the front. This will be the input for your machine. Behind the block with the button, place 3 wool blocks on the ground, and on the first one, place a redstone dust, and on the other 2, place redstone repeaters, both set to 4 ticks, like so. Then, in front of the repeaters, you want to place a wool block, and then get on top of it, and place a dispenser facing upwards beside it, a hopper facing into the dispenser, a redstone comparator on the hopper like this, and then you want to fill the dispenser with all of your shulker boxes. Next, you want to come back to the block with the button on it, and then place a redstone dust on top of it, a wool block diagonally upwards from there, a dust on top of that, and then another wool diagonally upwards, also with a dust on top of it. Then you want to bridge out 2 wool blocks from that and place dust on top of those as well. Next, in front of the redstone line, place your copper bulb like so, and place a temporary block beside it like this. Now you want to come down to the bottom of the machine and place an observer facing upwards into the temporary block you just placed. You also want to place a piston facing towards the area with the dispenser below that observer. And now, to prevent items from flying out of the machine, you need to encase this area in blocks. So place 2 blocks on either side of the piston, and then place more blocks like this, a block in front of the comparator, and then go to the other side and put blocks here, and get on top of the machine, and also place blocks over here. You can also break that temporary block and replace it with a redstone comparator facing away from the copper bulb. Now, come down to the bottom of your machine and place a wool block diagonally downward to the left of the hopper, and place a redstone repeater on it set to 2 ticks. Next to it, place a repeater set to 1 tick on the ground, then alternate these 2 patterns until the edge of your plot. Go around to the other side, and now place wool blocks directly in front of each of the repeaters. Then, put redstone torches facing sideways like this on the bottom ones, and also place redstone torches facing the same way on the top ones, except for the last one where you want to place it facing forwards instead. Now you want to place wool blocks here and put redstone dust on all of them. Come back to the front and place 6 wool in front of all of these repeaters and redstone dust on all of them. You need to get your 3 target blocks and place them 1 block off the ground in front of the second redstone dust from the right, the 4th redstone dust from the right, and the 6th one as well. Then, place redstone torches on all of the target blocks, and also wool blocks on top of those torches. Then place 3 more wool blocks diagonally downwards to the wool blocks you just placed, and place redstone dust on all of them. Now it's time to build the screen. Go to the front left corner of your plot, and on the block to the right of it, pillar up 3 blocks. Then you're gonna place 1 deep slate block and 4 more bridging to the right. Then place a deep slate stair on each end. Now you can keep building up the border by pillaring up 5 blocks on each end. Then just fill the middle with all of your redstone lamps. Finally, you can finish the screen by putting a deep slate stair on each end and deep slate blocks in the middle. Now, we need to build the circuitry for the display itself. First, place a wool block here next to the corner of the screen and a redstone torch on the side of it. Then place a wool block 2 blocks down and a torch on top of that, and then a temporary block below the wool block and a wool block in front of it, a redstone dust on top of the wool, then place another wool block on top of the redstone dust and also on the side of it. Now you just need to do the same thing on the other side. So wool block with redstone torch next to it, wool block with the redstone torch on top of it, and then diagonally below it, another wool block with redstone dust on it, and place a wool block on top and to the side of the dust. Now, place a temporary block right in the middle of the screen and a wool block in front of it, then place a redstone torch facing to the screen and also 2 more redstone torches on the 2 wool blocks directly to the left and to the right of this wool block in the center. Then you need to come up and place 1 redstone dust on each of the blocks on the side, then make a sort of staircase thing like this, and place redstone dust on top of all of these blocks. Now, you need to place a temporary block on the bottom left corner of the screen, then a wool block in front of it, and a redstone torch facing towards the screen. And place a redstone dust on top of the wool block. Do the same thing on the other side. Now you need to connect this redstone dust to this piece of dust. And you want to do that by placing a block here, here, and then a redstone dust on top of this block, and then a block diagonally downwards like this, and place redstone dust on it. Now on the other side we need to connect this dust to this dust, and we will do that by placing a block diagonally upwards from the bottom redstone dust, then another block beside it and redstone dust on top of that as well. Now here's the complicated part. We need to connect this redstone dust to that redstone dust over there, while this one has to connect to that one on this side. And we're gonna do that by placing a wool block diagonally upwards like this, another wool block diagonally upwards, and place redstone dust on those, then another wool block beside this redstone line, and a torch on the other side. Now look at this piece of dust here, and place a wool block diagonally upwards like this, then place a redstone dust on top of it, place 2 more wool blocks heading towards you, and place 2 redstone repeaters on it. Now you wanna place a block in front of the second repeater like this, place a redstone torch on top of it, then 2 more blocks like this and connect it to this piece of dust, and put another block here to prevent the lines from interfering with each other. Now you need to come to the very back of your contraption and place a glass block here with a redstone dust on it, another glass block here with redstone on it, and yet again another glass here with redstone on it, a wool block here in front of the redstone line, a torch on top of it, and then you need to place your last glass on this wool block in the center, 2 more wool blocks from it, and then a wool block on top of the redstone torch you just placed, wool block on top of this redstone dust, then place 4 redstone dust in a line like this. Now come down to this corner of the machine, and from this block with the redstone dust on it, we need to place 2 wool blocks like so, then redstone dust on top of it, and another wool block on this center redstone dust to prevent it from connecting to other lines, then a wool block directly in front of the last redstone dust, a redstone torch on top of it, a block on top of that, a redstone torch on top of that, another block on top of that, then place a wool block beside the torch, a wool block here, and then your last wool block over there, redstone dust on all of these blocks you just placed, and your dice machine is complete. Now if you go to the front of the machine, you will notice that the center pixel of the screen is on. And don't worry, that's normal. That's the basic state of the machine when there is no random number that has been generated. To get it to show a random number, just press the button, and as you can tell, it generated 6 this time. If I press it again, you can see this time it's 3. If I press it again, I get 1, and yeah, it works exactly how you would expect it. So that's the end of this tutorial. If you have any other ideas of redstone machines I should build, make sure to leave a comment, and thanks for watching.